Now, I thought this as a video because I couldn't be fucked typing a bunch of shit out in Reddit. Um, Battlefront 2017 has officially died in Australia. Um, why? Well, simple. Because, so, as you can see at the top left up there, Capital Supremacy, it's now called Supremacy, is their flagship mode. They put everything to the back. So, you go to play, multiplayer, you got Supremacy, here's their cylinders, and you got the side shit that no one cares about. No one fucking plays that, no one plays that. I've never actually ever played that in this game, unfortunately, and I haven't played that since the game's beta. No one has played that in Australia for more than a year and a half, unless it was organised. And of course, Galactic Assault, which was his main flagship game mode for like a year, until of course, Supremacy came out. But you see, no one plays Supremacy anymore. I'll tell you why. And I haven't played the game in months because I've been trying to the last couple of weeks to get a game during the daytime. Even with the COVID-19 lockdown going on, you'd think more people playing this game because people got fuck all less to do. Now with Battlefield 5 being canned because DICE is fucking useless. Of course, DICE does run this, but it's a different studio. But all the same, Apple doesn't fall far from the tree when it comes to DICE. Their game mode is very boring, and they don't change it for some reason. Like, it's so fucking boring. There's so many more maps now. There's like 4 Republic maps and 4 sequel maps. You know, sequel content isn't really the greatest sort of stuff, but it's still it's variety. It's new shit. But the problem with the game is that if you ever bother to stick around and try and play this, a game can go for like an hour. Why? Because in the top left side of the left one called Asia Republic, you see a big ship up there? That shit can go forever. I mean, you could whack a team on the ground and they'll just continually guard their fucking, like, there'll be shit attackers and perfect defenders, and man, you'll go through like 3 runs of that and you're just cooked. You're bored fucking shitless. And if you manage to get it, you know, later on, if you manage to actually cap it, and then you're stuck on the repeating side of it. So then you just change sides. But on the same fucking map, it takes too long. It's repetitive. The worst sort of things you ever want to put into a game is repetition. I mean, go to the ground, go to the ship, go to the ground, go to the ship, go to the ground, go to the ship. Oh, congratulations, you finally finished it after an hour and a half. Oh, tricked ya. We're just going to put you on the opposite side now. So you're going to be fighting the same fucking team and defending the same team, making it predictable as fuck also. So it's pretty repetitive and it's pretty predictable. There's so many ways they could fix this by having a sudden death round. You know, after the first 2 invasions, it just goes all out war on the ground. You know, like whoever wins, a fleet comes out and knocks out the people that lost. The team that loses ship, I don't know. That's just stand basic, easy as fuck. The games would go for too long. But this is a problem with Capital Supremacy. These games go way too long. And then you have to do the same map. So it doesn't even matter. Because I myself have never made it. Never made it through the full Clone Wars rotation. 4 maps. It's 8 times if you play it. Unless my math is wrong. But they just go for way too long. You just can't make it. Like, you know, society, that's pretty fun. If you're lucky, if you get a short one, and then all of a sudden you're stuck there for ages. This started happening with Naboo. Naboo introduced this to where it just started to repeat the map, but you just change factions. Oh, dude, just can't do it. Like, I actually stopped playing this game just before I stopped playing. I was getting into games and I was just leaving. Because like I wouldn't really call it rage quitting. I'd call it boredom quitting. Because these games were going on for way too long and they were getting way too, like, I was getting bored, man, of doing the same shit on the ground and then having to go to the fucking, oh man, it just cooked me. And eventually I stopped playing for like a month, and I've been trying to get into it for the last week, but there's nothing here. Co-op. Actually, I want to show you something now. Yes, I do play on the PC, so that does make it a bit more difficult to find people. But I also play in Australia, so it makes it even fucking more difficult. I want to show you the cancerous option with this entire game. The leads at DICE are just fucking retarded. But I want to show you. Quick match. I would love for it to be sort of PvP related, but no, I'm gonna get a fucking co-op. No, thank you. The same co-op. I mean, why the fuck is there co-op in quick match? Fuck that shit off, man. If you're looking for co-op, go into co-op and go into it. Don't put it in quick match. People want that shit for like Blast or other game modes. Heroes vs Villains. Heroes vs Villains does occasionally show up. That's probably the only game mode still alive this day. This just does not take off at all. And I have not seen it take off in the last week. Because again, the game is dead. It might resuscitate when the Capital Supremacy stuff comes out for... Sorry, the Supremacy stuff comes out for the Civil War. The Galactic Civil War. But again, it's just going to die again. Why? Well, I very headstrong belief that a server browser would single-handedly save this game. I mean, if you could see who's queuing up, that makes you want to join. It's like, you know, you see a server in Battlefield with 2 players in it, required of like, you know, requires like 8, and you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go join one for like, you know, I'll wait 1 in queue. And that's kind of stupid as a game's ever take off. But I would rather wait like a couple minutes and have to wait 20 minutes for a game to start up. And this is the problem with this game, because if you want to start one up, you have to go in blind and then sit there for like half an hour for it to then 5 people to leave because 1 person left and the rest of them are sheep and go, oh no, they're leaving, all hope is lost, and they end up going, and then the server's back to fucking dread again. Server browser would single-handedly save this game, but you know, if it doesn't improve after this fucking Star Wars this shit comes out for Scarif, because of this COVID-19 shit's been delayed like 2 months. If it doesn't improve, I'm just going to hit uninstalls because I can save some space on my PC, because at the moment it's just hogging all the resources, along with Battlefield 5 is going to go, because fuck man, once the updates run out for that, I'm just not going to keep it around. I'll still play it until longer it receives updates, but it's gone. But I guess these are just the standard DICE games. If you agree, leave a little comment. It's a bit of a long video for shit talking. If you don't agree, still leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts.